And we are live. Hope everybody's doing great. This is Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist, and I'm about to do a painting here for you guys. This is going to be a landscape painting, and it will be done on a 16 by 20 inches canvas. This is stretch canvas, by the way. Let's see. Here we go. And in the style that I love painting in, which is expressionist, is a form of, it's a mix between impressionism, post-impressionism, expressionism, and a little bit of realism in there. A lot of isms. So I just like to call it expressionist. Okay, so here we go. By the way, I am still offering commissions for people who are interested. A commission this size goes for $1,200, but I do a special from time to time, and the special is that I remove the price all the way down to $250. But the only thing is that I can't take more than 10 commissions when I run this special. So I already took 7 today. For those of you who are interested, I announced the special in my email list and on Instagram as well. So there's 3 more commissions that I can do for people. So I start out with something very simple, as you can see here. Oh, thank you so much, Ross. I really appreciate that. So it's very, very simple, the approach right here. I'm going to do a mixture between palette knife and brush. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making a very simple sketch, I guess, a little design right here, using some of the things that I know about painting, like not just design but composition and that type of deal, just to kind of make it work a little better. Thank you so much. The layers of paint is really, yeah, it makes the painting amazing. And so see, there we go. It's kind of gets us in there, but it has a little game. It has a little S. Those of you who know composition, this is an S composition that I did with the clouds. And so I'm gonna pick up my palette, and I'm gonna start going at it. So I want to make this area right here, this clouds, a little bit purplish, a little dark, a little purplish. This is a very beautiful type of colors that we see in the Southwest. I'm sure in other parts of the world and other parts of the States as well, but this is very common here in the Southwest. So I'm mixing a little bit of purple. This is dioxin purple, magenta, and blue. And I just kind of brush this down like that. I'm trying to not leave a lot of thickness, not a lot of impasto, just a little bit, so that I can layer on top of it without making it's not necessarily just about the mess, although I don't really mind making a mess when I'm painting, but it's got to do more with the paint not fighting me when I'm putting more layers on top of it. So that's really the reason I don't like I start with putting thin layers first. Another announcement that I want to make also for those of you who love the way that I paint and want to learn my techniques and whatnot. I'm finally releasing my painting classes. This is going to be a monthly subscription of painting classes. So you're going to get 2 new painting classes every month, plus a call that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing a live call, a Zoom call for everybody who joins. And this is going to include how I paint oils, how I do watercolors, and on and on. All you got to do is just let me know that you're interested. Either put it in the comments here or send me a message, whichever. Because I am finished with the website and we're going to launch it. We're ready to launch the website. It's going to be really cool. Also, for those of you who want to learn how to market and sell your artwork, I will be including all of that information there. The monthly subscription is $20 a month, but you're gonna get everything for that. You're gonna get coaching calls, you're gonna get everything. I'm not gonna leave anything out because I wanted to create a platform where I could just drop all the knowledge that I've learned throughout the years and just put it all in there. Drawing, composition, ink wash, how I create ink wash, how I create watercolors, how I create figurative drawing, figurative painting, acrylics. We're gonna be dealing with everything, so it's gonna be super fun. What brand of paint do I use? Well, right now I'm using Win 10. This is the brand that I'm using right now. It's by Windsor Newton. It's not like top pro, but it's really good. I really love using this. It's not only the price is great. What most artists care about, at least from what I understand, is it's the pigment. The pigmentation it's beautiful on these paints, so I really like using them. I care about two things: the viscosity of the paint and pigment. And so I'm going to be sharing my palette as well for the people that want to learn how I paint, and my setup, everything of what I do. We're going to be dropping videos, 2 videos a month, and a call, a Zoom call, where I'm going to be explaining all those things. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Absolutely. And so what I'm going to do here, and these are going to be our little mountains right here. I'm going to put some purple and red. Also, in the classes, you're going to be able to see the paint, and you're going to be able to see me mixing paint and whatnot. And I'm going to walk you through. I know right here it's difficult because there's not. I can't really show you the way the camera is set up. Some of the painting classes are going to have two cameras, so you're going to be able to see different stuff as well, reference images and whatnot. We're really excited. I'm really excited, and my wife is really excited too here in the studio about doing that. So here's how we're going to be doing the mountains. Check it out. It's really just pushing down. As you can see, just kind of scraping down. It's not even pushing. I'm pushing and scraping at the same time. And then I move this sideways. This is to create a little bit of movement. I don't want it to be all in one direction. I want to be able to have some movement on this painting. Absolutely. I'm going to be making a note of everyone who's interested. Just let me know. Just say I'm interested, and I will send you a link to that. I was telling my wife the other day, it's literally the best thing. I think it's literally the best thing that I've done in the past 10 years. I've been a full-time artist for 10 years now, and it's the best thing I've done. I don't know why I waited so long. I was afraid of teaching, I guess. I see myself as a painter, as an artist, and I didn't think I had it in me to be teaching and to be sharing the stuff that I've learned and that kind of stuff. And I really don't know why I waited so long. It's the best thing, because I'm going to be able to help so many artists out there, so many people. This is going to be for both artists who hobbyists who just want to have fun, creating artwork and learn how to paint in this way, and also for professional artists who may not be so much interested in the painting style or the way that I paint or anything like that, but they're more interested in learning how to market and sell their own work. And I know a thing or two about that, as I'll explain further in the videos. It's just like frosting on a cake, right? It really is. And so I want to be able to put some orange right here and make it a little fiery. To kind of show like to show the landscape here. Look at that. This is so much fun. Imagine on a weekend, or I don't know, I'm sure many of you are artists and do this all the time, but a lot of people don't, and they're kind of shy about painting. Most people I think out there, we think I used to be one. I used to be one of those most people that thought that painting was super difficult. And I realized that it wasn't. What makes painting difficult is when we try to, we want the paint to behave a certain way, or we want an image to look a certain way, and then we end up fighting it in our own mind. Oh my God, it's not looking the way that I want to. But I don't think paint is about that. I think the way that I pursue painting and the way that I approach it, it's freedom. It's just, don't think about it so much, and let things fall into place on their own. And it's not so serious. I think paint shouldn't be that serious. I don't think that it's either like, oh, whatever. No, but it's also not that serious. There's a lot more whatever than seriousness, definitely, in the style that I paint. And the beautiful thing is that you get to have fun. I know a lot of artists out there are teaching methods that make it very difficult for artists to have fun. And so I want to bring back that reason why I fell in love with paint in the first place. It was because it was fun. It was so much fun to paint. That's what made it cool. So hopefully I get to do that. I get to share that and hopefully inspire other artists to do that as well. To fall in love back again with paint. The art of painting, just having fun. It is not that serious, and if it is serious, it's okay. There's moments for that too. There's some stuff. It's a little bit serious. Why not? But it doesn't have to be all the time. I know as an artist, some stuff is, I've taken some of my work very serious, but I didn't have the power, I guess, to remove myself from that almost stressful, right? Almost that seriousness that becomes almost stressful. And as the years went by, I started understanding how to dance around that. And how to have fun again. Look at that. This is so much fun. It's exactly that. It's exactly putting icing on a cake. Now I'm just showing you palette knife technique right now. I'm going to be teaching palette knife. I'm going to be teaching brush technique. I'm even going to be teaching some of the more realism. Some people want to learn some of that, which is some of the stuff that I used to do some years ago. I used to be a portrait artist, and so there's a level of realism in portraiture that needs to happen. Unless you're doing expressionist portraits, then maybe not. But if you're doing a representational portraiture, there's a level of realism needed. And so I'm going to be teaching some of that as well. I'm going to be doing a course on that. People have been asking me for something like that as well. But mainly it's going to be this style, which is the fun style. And super easy to do. Look at this. very free. It's very free. I want to put something a little dramatic there, and nothing can be more dramatic, according to Turner, nothing can be more dramatic than a line of red. There we go. A little bit of drama right there. Maybe a little bit of vegetation down here. Just a little bit, not too much. Down here, a little vegetation, look. And if you just kind of put it there and let it fall, it'll fall into place. And the reason why it does that is because we're not concerned with a lot of representation. We're concerned with, if we are at all concerned with anything in a painting, is with the entire thing. Is it working together as a unit? The entire thing needs to be working together. I'm gonna sign this with black right here. There we go. See, it's super simple. Let me give you a better view of this. Ross says, I'm a professional artist, normally paint very tightly, but I have always wanted to loosen up and paint painterly, so I believe that your class will help me much. I'm excited. Very cool. Thank you so much, Ross. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Julia, thank you. How's it going, Jeanette? Very cool. Well, thank you so much, everybody. And look at this. It's very simple. There's one of my early mentors used to tell me, if you start putting trickery in your paintings, you're going to stop painting. You need to step away from trickery, he used to tell me. So I try to avoid trickery. Thank you so much, Whitney. Look at it. We give it some space. It comes together. It all comes together. You know, if I start getting concerned in this little cloud, that little thing, it's not going to tighten. Let it tighten by itself. If you paint loose, the painting tightens by itself. If you paint tight, what ends up happening many times, the painting makes no sense because there's knots. In professional artists call this, well, at least in Spanish, we call it knots. There's knots in the painting, and you need to loosen them up. And so when you paint loose, the entire, as a unit, it becomes tight. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you so much, everybody. I will get back to some work. I need to finish a couple of commissions. I need to finish a couple of commissions, and then I'll be back and say hi to you all. Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Take care. And those of you who want to be part of my painting classes, don't forget to either post it here. I'm going to come back and I'm going to make a note of everyone who raised their hand, and or send me a direct message here on Facebook. Take care.